All right, moving on to probably the best game of the round. In fact, it was the best game of the round. We actually had quite a few good games after everyone's outcry that the game's ruined and we need to bring in netball bibs and zones and everything to fix it. But the Showdown was a brilliant game, especially the last quarter. Port they looked like they were no chance earlier in the game, then they stormed back and they were every chance, and Adelaide was no chance, and then Adelaide stormed back with 3 minutes left, and Port was no chance. And then the Stevie J,
Stevie M.
the Stevie Motlop show was initiated, and Port ran out winners by 5 points in probably one of the best showdowns we've ever seen.
Yeah, it was up there. It was a good game, that one. Robbie Gray's 5 goals in
the
that
third quarter. Especially the one-off Riders tap work. Those two as a combination are just so good to watch.
I rewatched that game, and Adelaide didn't play that poorly. It was just that Port Adelaide were on in that second half. And
that's what's so frustrating about them. When they're on, they're so good.
They dominated disposals 411 to 336. They won clearances 43 to 36.
And the contested possession count.
Even marks in tackles 81 to 56. Yeah. Tom Rockcliffe was superb. Best game so far for them. By far.
And on top of that, him and Powell Pepper as well. We talked about contested possessions last week. Him and Powell Pepper combined for 23 contested possessions, which were the two they brought back. And they won the contested possession count, which they'd lost for 6 weeks in a row. Is it concerning for Adelaide, or as you say, they played all right and it was just the Port played better?
I think they kind of they got complacent in that last 3 minutes. They thought, we've got this. Yeah, and then no one expected Motlop to kick the goal.
No, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty unpredictable.
What I would say is with Adelaide, they've got one way of playing, and if that doesn't work, there's no other
plan B.
Backup option. And their forward line is huge. It's the land of the Giants. And if you kick it in there, they kick it long into the forward line. If they drop it, they've got one crumbing forward in Eddie Betts. I think they're really missing Charlie Cameron.
Yeah, he's a massive loss.
But they do need another crumbing forward.
Malera.
Mitch McGovern's out now for 2 months with
with that knock at
twisted ankle. He he pulled some of his muscles.
Was that at the end of the game?
Yeah,
the contest which freed up
He
more.
hurt his ankle there, so he's out for 2 months. But that could be a blessing because now they've
they might have to go smaller.
Go smaller in the forward line.
But at the
They'll
same
probably
time,
bring in Andy Otten.
It's another injury which we've talked about, and Jed pointed out a couple of weeks ago the fact that they've had a lot of injuries, even though that one's not soft tissue injury.